Hey, welcome to the Generation Podcast, episode 420, take two. There was a lost file out there that I hope never hears the light of day because that's not a phrase, but I got high. I got fucking high, and on an edible, two edible, well, technically two edibles, but it was, I don't know how many milligrams it was. It wasn't a lot, but I can't handle my shit, apparently. I was in tank with drinking. I was smoking once in a blue moon after I gave up drinking. I was fine. But Wendy, I gotta tell you, I was like browning out while I was potting with Mr. Luther. And it was like I would say something, I was like, that was really clever. And I was like, oh no, it was horrible. And I was like, oh my God, where am I? And like repeatedly over and over and over and over. It was crazy. And then I was like,
Were,
it felt like 3 hours. It was like 20 minutes. It was horrible.
were you
And then
able
I
to
was
make it home
fine.
okay?
Is that I did not
Were you able to make it home okay?
I stayed overnight, but the next day at like 11:30, I think I was smacked when I was driving that. I say I went to work and I shouldn't have. We'll say that. We'll leave it at that so I don't admit to any crimes I may or may not have committed while there. But it was like, I took a little high and it turned out to be like getting the flu, like for duration. I was like, shit, man. Maybe I need some of those boner edibles because I could probably have an erection in 48 hours. 48 hours erection, capable erection time. Here we go. So,
Wow.
but we have some big news coming across. You heard it here first. The Pope has passed away. R.O.P. Wait, literally rest in power, right?
Wah, 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 wah,
But
wah.
he was like 88, and I saw some headline that's like somebody was like shocked. I was like, really? He had fucking pneumonia. He's like 88, he had pneumonia. You should be shocked that like he rebounded enough to meet with JD Vance, right? And JD Vance is like on a streak right now because he broke the Ohio State national championship trophy at the White House, and then he goes over to fucking Vatican City. Hey, put down in Vatican City. Pope is dead. And it goes so he basically he didn't kill the Pope, but he was just like the last guy to see him alive, or potentially. I don't know. I don't know the news. I read like a blurb on X, and I'm like, that's the news. I'm sure that's fine. There's no such thing as fake news if a supposed right of center person says it, right, or give it to you, right? Because no
I agree.
free video.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. So, yeah, so he's dead. He's super dead. So there's a job opening. I am looking for a new job anyways. So do you think the Pope pays much? What's the gig?
Hmm. I would think that it would be at least livable wage.
I mean, it's more than I got now. I do not make a livable wage where I'm at. Um, but don't work 40 hours except the last. But
That's a
I'm
sweet gig.
gig. The Pope are not working 40 hours.
Both.
Yeah. Does the Pope work 40 hours? Not now, obviously, but
Pope's on call 24/7. Prayers
yeah.
just rain in.
Oh, they have an answer that. I mean, this fucking staff. Do I get a staff? Do I get a staff that I hold too?
You'd get a physical staff and a communicative staff. Yes.
Can I can you sexually harass them at will because it's like less or something?
I'd
No,
have to read the fine print.
there's fine print. Shit.
Catholics always have fine print.
They
It
do.
depends. Are they altar boys?
How many ultra boys did I get?
How many do you want?
Zero. You thought I was going somewhere that I wasn't. I wasn't. I just remember going to church occasionally, go to mass. Sorry, as a Catholic. As a kid, I was like, I never was like those guys look like they're enjoying themselves. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say they were completely haunted looks because I was probably too young to like read that in another. I was like teenage age when we were still going semi regularly. So I was like, but I was looking like I was like, man, those guys are jamming. I mean, they might have been getting jammed for all I know, but they definitely weren't jamming and living their life. The robes though were sick. Those are sick ass robes, dude. So check one for me, or I get a fucking sick ass robe. Do they get multiple robes for like other Pentecostal robes? Are there Jan robes? Like when it's bedtime, bedtime robes, butter time robes, bath time robes. What else?
The Pope has the most robes.
Oh,
As you go down in hierarchy, then there's less robes.
wait. So do you? Is it like fucking like Taekwondo where you get all the belts and you keep the old stripes or something? So you just get like the beginners. You get the one when you were an altar boy and you still got that robe, your first kill or whatever, first, whatever happened to you. When it kills your like that piece of you inside that made you religious in the first place, but you just kept going because you wanted all the robes. All of the robes
Peace be with you, my son.
with you. I love that part. Oh my God. I don't, you're not a Catholic, right?
Not today.
That's today. Are you can still be part of the staff and like play with staff. But the best part is like the peace be with you. You do all this la 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 sing song, sing song, but it's not really singing. It's coming up like a day. And then you're like, okay, now we offer each other the sign of peace. And we're like, peace. You're like, no, 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 it's not that. You shake hands and you make eye contact. I like touching girls in church, like their hands. Let's be clear. But I was like, oh,
Ooh.
oh, and I'll be like 11. I was like, oh, I hope I get to touch her.
Tell me your teenage Pope fantasies.
My teenage Pope fantasies. Um, I mean, I don't think I wanted to be Pope then. Just now, the job's open. I'm just saying. You look on Indeed and shit. Everything starts to seem the same. Indeed, Idealist, whatever. Like jerkboy.net, like backpage.com, whatever.
Must be proficient in Excel.
Exactly. I'm not proficient in Excel, and you don't need to be proficient in Excel to be a cook. You just have to be like issue decrees. You gotta look good in the road. I look great in the road. I issue phenomenal decrees. One decrees, some of the best decrees I've ever heard. Some of them are great, some of them not so good. All of them listened to, all of them worshipped. I'd be like, great. I can't wait. I can't wait to start. But before I do start as a cook, I want to tell you why I'm qualified, and I want you to tell me as well. Perhaps rapid fire, because I got about to have the ear straight to the big guy, Jesus of God, whoever's in charge. I don't know. I don't know. I just wear the robes and make the rules. Maybe. So tell me why I'm qualified. I'll say why I'm the most qualified, and just go. We go from there. So one, I'm a man. Ah, let's go.
Yes,
Yeah. So
I
apparently,
believe you are, man.
yeah, you about to believe it for real because you can see an outline in them paper roads, baby.
Yes, Daddy.
Yeah, yeah. And so essentially, one other reason why it's a great system, is that only men can be popes. So that automatically gives me a decent shot because I am in fact a man, which is awesome. Great thing to be. So basically, things are pretty bleak apparently for women. I didn't realize this. They can't be popes. They're not starting businesses. And some, I assume, are giving birth. So, okay, number one, I'm super young. I could be a pope a while. We don't have to go through this fucking song and dance again, okay? I mean, when like COVID happened, were they doing like Zoom popery or whatever? Like, I can do that. I can work in my robe. I already work in my robe. When I write in robes. I can pope in robes. Dude, I look so fucking good in the robe. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Oh my boss. He's gonna be my boss in a minute. I cannot wait. I'm gonna be fucking the best poet. Okay.
I would think you would look good in those headpieces too that they wear,
Oh, like what are those
like the
things?
crowns.
The
Yep,
cross on it?
the holy crown.
Dude, I can wear any type of crown. I can wear a fucking Burger King crown if I'm the Pope. I make the rules. I'd be like, yo, send me like 1,000 of them Burger King papal hats, bro. I'll
I
get
think
it.
they should match your robes. That'd be so cool. That'd be so dope if you were all color coordinated.
Draw on them and shit, and I'll be like, "Oh, we're so connected to children. Some of them are really good children. Some of them will find homes. Most of them will not, but they make great crowns, great coloring schemes on these crowns. oh, think about the children. We didn't have more children. And like that's what's gonna happen. Like I'm gonna make all of that case because I'm like, Pope, Andy said, go raw. Pope said, go raw. That's like the first headline. Day fucking one. Pope, new Pope, bitches, said, go raw. Pope says go raw. Pope says go raw. Pope says go raw. And it's gonna be great. And I'm gonna just we're gonna seize condoms in all Catholic nations. We're not saying
Seize all the condoms.
the condoms, so we're not going to. We're gonna find out if you're Catholic. We're gonna have a Catholic database, okay? And we'll know. We will fucking know. Because you know how we're gonna find out? Oh yeah, you fucking do it. We're gonna watch you masturbate through your devices, and you masturbate, and then if you don't in 2 minutes afterwards feel sadness, then you're not Catholic. Okay. So that's how we'll know. We'll know about the masturbatory guilt that you experience. Okay. And we'll know if you're not holy enough. That those two things, okay?
Maybe I am Catholic then.
Also,
I
gonna be
can't
great.
masturbate without being fully
You can't
covered.
masturbate without feeling bad. You're halfway there. I
Yeah.
honestly think you're halfway there. The other thing they do is they pray for sports results. A lot of the Catholic men, they like to pray for their team to win. Like I'm sure you probably experienced some like inadvertently some Catholics that are down on their knees praying for Viking wins that don't come. Okay. Doesn't mean you're that Catholic if you pray for sports wins, okay? I mean, we don't really listen to those, okay? We need being Pope, future Pope. But prayer, all prayer is good prayer, huh? We're gonna make prayer great again. We're making prayer great again, okay? We're make
Hallelujah.
hallelujah. That's right. They're gonna say, yeah, that's gonna be great. Oh my God, I cannot wait to be like number two in the system after GOP. I mean, right now, technically, if you're listening to this while big little dude, big man, little dude, whatever, Jesus is walking around, cool, great. But you probably will hear this like years later, and you're like, oh, what became of the guy who wanted to be Pope? Bitch, I'm gonna be the Pope, okay? I'm gonna be a fucking Pope. I'm gonna be the youngest Pope in a minute. I don't know what the youngest Pope ever was. Probably not 42. I think they'll confirm. What do they confirm them? Is that the wrong word? Because you already confirmed in the Catholic Church. So like,
I'm not sure. How are popes determined? How do you get to be pope? Are you
uh,
appointed or are
they,
you anointed?
I think you're anointed. First off, one of the there's a lot of criteria. I'm going to list some of these criteria. Okay, one, the aforementioned masturbation thing. Two, are you circumcised? If yes, skip number three. Number three is, will you get circumcised? Are you willing to put on record that you have a hood and it's awesome? And you're like, thank God for that. Sorry if you've been circumcised, which I have. I guess it's good. I have no fucking clue if it's good or not. I don't know. I think might be the worst thing ever done. Parents were like, he's never gonna experience true pleasure until he's the Pope and he gets his foreskin back on. They sewed back on to become Pope. They store them all just in case he become a Pope today.
The holy foreskin.
The holy foreskin, the reuniting of the foreskin is great. First, they dip in the holy glue, which is made from holy horses, holy horse hooves. They put it in a kiddie pool full of holy glue made from holy horses. They're direct descendants of the Roman legions. Okay, they're horses. Let's be clear, not the people. Direct horse hoof descendants turned into holy glue to put on my foreskin, and they keep it in the warehouse. It's kind of like the the warehouse in Indiana Jones that holds the Ark of the Covenant. Well, maybe it also really does hold the Ark of the Covenant. It holds many, many foreskins. However, there is a little bit of Calvinism in this too, in this scenario as well. Are you familiar with Calvinism?
I am not, but the next time I'm going to masturbate, I'm going to do the stations of the foreskin.
The station. So like Calvinism is like they believe in like fucking predestination and stuff. So John Calvin, I believe, was I remember the AP history of some, that's why I remember it. Like when I not let's be clear, it wasn't last summer. I mean when I was in high school. So So I learned about that, and they believed in predestination. It's kind of like Protestant, I think like Protestants of some sort, some fucking sect of Protestants, and those Protestants, and they essentially believe in predestination. So the Catholics, under my the way it's set up, and why I will continue it under my reign, like dastardly reign as Pope of like 50 years. Um, Basically, they only take the foreskins of the predestined. So they know when you're a fucking baby, possibly before that, when the cells do become life, that you have possibility, but perhaps not the probability to become hope. So
They
essentially,
can test foreskin stem cells? This is amazing.
yeah, they're basically they know when it's still on. So they're like, okay, this. So they took the foreskin off with the bris or whatever the fuck. I wasn't there. I was there, but was I really there consciously? No. So they take it and they're like, there's a foreskin tester, the royal foreskin tester, where the fuck. It's a big job. It's a big job. I mean, it's a little job at the time, but it's an important job. It's an important job. So essentially, they test
Does
these.
he taste it?
They and they're like, nope. I know if it's
Oh, you're saying test, not taste. Oh,
well,
okay. Okay. My bad.
they tested. They have a testing kit. It was like a home testing kit. Okay, and they've had this for years, right? The tech is. I think it could be alien technology. I don't know, but it's very advanced because it's been on for a long, long time. And they test these foreskins on the spot. It's like the mom's like, buy foreskin to the baby, and then it's like the baby's like, I mean, this is and they're like, and then it goes right to the fucking petri dish, and they send it to one or two places. Okay, they send it to either the papal warehouse of potential popes. Okay, probably by the early covenant, or they send it to an old fucking British Knights warehouse that they bought up. I mean, it was placed elsewhere, but now they're just like, they might want these back, and they want, they're also kind of playing the long game, pun intended, where they're like,
Wah, wah.
oh, well, what if like, um, foreskin rejuvenation becomes like a big deal later at some point. So where they got all the foreskins so they can take cells from those foreskins, create new foreskins, stretch them out, and put them on your adult penis for fee,
Do they 3D print foreskins for the new pope?
reusing off of baby foreskin cells. Okay, and these are unblessed. Let's be clear that the unblessed, mine are blessed, or my multiple foreskins. I had several layers of foreskin, and that's not one of the other reasons they could tell. It's like if a pistachio had like several sheets. It's gonna be so much tastier.
What? Oh my goodness.
There's the pistachios, there's the outer, whatever. But that sheath, that skin, it's like the skin. It's so good. You eat it, right? You don't fucking like. I'm not gonna peel that. You eat the shit. Fuck everything inside the shell. You eat that shit, right? It's like my foreskin. So essentially, you get the British Knights. They bought out British Knights. You remember those shoes from the fucking devil there, right? And they're like, bam,
Of
they have
course.
a wicked distribution chain that like supply chain was off the fucking chain. And they're that the demand evaporated. But what do you do with the infrastructure? Right? What do you do with the infrastructure? The papal decree at the time was we will save the foreskins of the unblessed, of the unworthy, of the unpredestined or non-destined, and we will use the British Knights supply chain, keep them underground. They're like underground warehouses. They're basically like camp. They're like fucking cicadas gone. Okay, waiting for their opportunity, waiting to be reunited with their penises, and it's great. It's great. It's great. But then you got that, and then all the money that they make off parking those foreskins and then selling them back, it goes to the Vatican City. How do you think they get all the fucking sick entertainment? Bro, I'm gonna get so much entertainment. I'm not getting a fucking like like a very polarizing vice president come visit me. Fuck off with that shit. Nothing against the guy. I don't know him. I don't know. Won't know. Won't know. But I'm getting like fucking Beyonce, bro. I'm getting like no, I mean if you went to Coachella this year, no, you're I'm talking like a while ago Coachella. I'm talking like fucking hologram Tupac Coachella, not Bernie fucking Sanders Coachella. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were on that fucking stage in like 2012 to 2015, you are performing fucking Vatican. And we're gonna build a sphere. I don't know anything about the dimensions, if you will, the size of the Vatican. If I'm gonna tear down some fucking old shit and build them spheres, it'll be like a cylinder though. So okay, so picture like a large silo, and it's just gonna be fucking like EDM entertainment and shit. And like there's gonna be a stage that goes up and down, like the fucking silo thing. Like they got like fucking dumbwaiters and shit in the silo. This one's gonna be sick. But there's gonna be a cage dancers on the stage, the fucking massive fucking silo. It's like a big robbing dick, like paid fucking robe on it over it. And it's like this is where I will get. And you want to entertain this Pope, Wendy? You want to entertain this fucking Pope? You're going in this fucking silo, okay?
That's my dream.
It's your dream. So would you help me book these ads? I think you know what I was gonna list qualifications for maybe the Pope, but I'm so unbelievably fucking qualified to be the Pope. Catholic. No foreskin. Man. Boom, 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 boom. Theoretically, we'll live long. Boom. Let's go. That's like four things. That's like a couple more than you need, right? Because there's not an election. You're just like, I'm the Pope, right?
Right. At least.
Okay. What if there is an election? How do we rig it?
Jakarta.
Jakarta. Are they Catholic there? We're just gonna like we're gonna we're gonna stack the deck with like the Jakartan atheists that are a little playing spoiler.
All hail Jakarta.
Free all the shoe factories in Indonesia. Everyone in those Indian shoe factories. Well, we're gonna put them somewhere. Okay, probably not in America at this point. And then they're gonna go somewhere and they're gonna vote online for the Pope. It's like the All-Star game, bro. Like it was like, okay, like a certain amount of the votes come from online, but we're gonna cream that, okay? We're gonna like load it up good and we're gonna rig the shit out of this papal election. We're gonna fucking rig it. I'm gonna be fucking Pope so hard.
Pope Andrew
Yeah,
the
what should I
first.
women first? What should I do as Pope? I know how.
Rapid fire. What should you do when you're
Oh,
anointed Pope?
you're on the staff, so you get to do it too. So I'll let you first.
Okay.
Okay. This looks like blood, right? I'm drinking like ultimate blood or something.
Oh my goodness, it does.
I mean, like not like I'm a vampire side, but like they're like, here's some blood. It's like if they go get like a shot or something, and then like I'll take that. They send it to me. It's the whole thing. We can move on. We can move on. Okay, so what should I do? Let's say this book.
I think you should open Jakarta for tourism.
Open Jakarta for tourism. But do I only have control over the Catholic world though?
No, you're the Pope. Anyone will listen to you.
Oh shit, that's right. Do I have a fucking TikTok and shit?
You have it all.
You can have it all.
There are no limits.
Is
You're the
Empire.
Pope.
There's no
You're known
limits.
worldwide.
The very first thing is I'm gonna make a video of all the cool shit. Like it's gonna be AI, but it's gonna be AI things that will probably come true, or maybe or could come true, or I want to come true. I'm gonna project that as they could, but it's gonna be set to. Have you ever seen Scarface? You know that push it to the limit song? It's gonna be that, but like when he has a fucking, they're like, "Come look at my fucking tiger," and they're like, "Ooh, it's a tiger." Bam, AI version of that. Pope Andrew, fucking tigers and shit, fucking silo, awesome, cool shit. All the Ultra Boys are gonna have skateboards. And they're like, "Why'd you buy the skates? Why are you buying all these Ultra Boy skateboards? Are you hiding something?" Like, no, I'm tired of seeing Ultra Boys that look like they're fucking miserable. So we're gonna promote buying skateboards. It's genius. Okay, so the car is open. Skateboards for Ultra Boys. Great.
You should you should pardon Jeffrey Dahmer.
Retroactively pardon.
Yes, everybody deserves forgiveness. That's what they teach in the church.
I mean, just hey man, like cannibalism. It's not exactly a sin because it already involves murder. So it's like you can't sin on top of a sin in the same action is what we decreed. And thus, does trigger the pardon, or do I just is this a tone setting pardon, or is this a legit pardon? I have to know. What do you think?
I think you should give everybody $1 to do
Dollar?
to do a good deed.
$8 billion?
$1 per person
Wait, you know
for a
what?
good deed.
Okay, but they have to be Catholic adjacent, or they have to show that they're not gonna make me look stupid or something.
I don't know.
Like I'm not gonna get oh here you go. I'm like ha ha ha, and they're like that's my jihadist laugh today. I say, ha, ha, ha. And they're like bye, and they take the dollar after they do one good thing and they do a bunch of bad things. Or some other person that's scratching up some Cybertrucks or something.
How much
That's
money does the Catholic Church have?
it has more than $8 billion, I'm sure. Like the
Okay.
Vatican, especially. But I'm not so there's such thing as a loss leader in this regard, but it's not like sending like 1.5 billion Muslims $1 each.
Okay, well then start with a nickel. Haven't you ever gotten one of those mailers in the mail with a nickel taped
Yeah,
to it and
look,
say,
the low dollar mailer. So we're gonna
hmm
do dollar mailers, but we're gonna be smart about this. So I'm not again, I'm not singling out anything. I'm just well, what's the long game if they don't show at least be agnostic, or you gotta be agnostic, Catholic, Jewish, or what to get the dollar. I mean, obviously, I'm going to preach all these good things, right, from the pulpit. And they come to the silo, it's better than cello, it's great.
make
Hey,
them take a survey online in order to get that
ooh,
silver dollar mailer?
okay, so it could be a little bit more than $1 with drawings. They can do it, enter a drawing. And then I get their name, and then, ooh, I like this. Yeah, because, Wendy, I think we found a loophole. See, anyone could get it in this case, it's dollar, but they have the people that are say someone that's of a certain faith that is maybe not aligned with Catholicism, whatever, and they're I'm not going to fill this fucking survey or not. I'm a Scientologist. We'll go that way. Um, that's fine, but they don't have to do it. They don't have to do it. So you're getting agnostics, you're getting people that really need to fucking fuck. Lord, the lonely, the Catholic. Um, yeah, yeah, I like this idea. And then they in return they get a PDF tells them all my rules.
Yes, I think that you should actually have silver dollars minted with you on them,
Ooh,
especially for this. Make it a collector silver dollar.
collector points for the olds. Bitcoin. I'm gonna put not Bitcoin, but a hook coin. Hook coin.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. How should I pose on the Pope coin?
Well, regally, of course.
I'm
You
gonna
are the
put
Pope.
my
Make
dad.
sure you hold your staff, grasping your staff lovingly. And, oh, well, I don't like that one. That one almost looks Halloweenish. No, you shouldn't do it like a Broadway dancer. I think you should just hold it upright.
I just grab my crotch. How about I grab my crotch?
The Pope doesn't have a crotch. The Pope becomes the Pope.
Oh, I, you think my digital NFT or fucking coin or whatever should have just a Lubis showing or a papal outline, if you will, of
How
staff and
can you see the outline of the grundle
for
with
the
the rope?
road, it's translucent on the fucking coin. It's got to be
You're going to have a translucent robe? You mean like saran wrap or transparent?
Saran wrap is for the mouths of the peasants that I share. Okay, that's look. We're not talking about what I do for pleasure and pleasure. Okay, we're talking about what my money coin looks like. My goddamn money coin. Okay,
Yes, Pope Daddy.
yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I think this is gonna be the big bump I need in my life. Think about we're definitely switching from the wine to cocaine, right? Here's why. Here's a lot of the places where you can buy quality fucking snow from are where South America, Central. I'm not really sure. I'll get a guy for that. A guy. Let's be clear. He'll be a man, and they're gonna send me the good shit, and we're gonna be an intermediary. Okay. Yeah, bumps for God, bumps for Pope Andrew. Okay,
Pope Andrew smuggles cocaine in his robe.
holy bumps. We're keeping the Eucharist. That's fucking cool as shit. Really cool, really innovative. Okay, but we are replacing the wine thing because not everyone takes the wine. Not every mass uses it really that much. Maybe they have too much. Maybe they don't have enough. Maybe it's fucking ocean spray, something delicious but weird. Like why do we have like not fucking ocean spray? Is it really that
Aaron
much?
asks, "Is the wine organic?"
Yes. I don't know. I'm like, guess what? Yes. Did he do the water the wine? Maybe. Okay, why not? Yeah, yes. But he's not doing it every fucking Sunday. We don't we can be symbolic with something, but does everything have to be symbolic? I'm talking about literal shit here, okay? Like, guess what? You come to church, you're getting cocaine, all right?
I'm not really that fond of the red. Do you happen to have a white?
Exactly. The red and the white. Look, we're talking old women, young men, boys, girls, profoundly handicapped. Everyone is getting holy coke when they come to church. Okay, it's gonna be great, and especially when they pay pilgrimage, like, when they watch my service. And by the way, it's not gonna be on a Sunday. That's a football day. I'm gonna. When do you think I should do the service?
I don't know, but I think you should dust the crowd with cocaine through the air vents
How about like fucking drones dropping coke loads?
during the benediction.
Yeah, baby, blow addiction. It's gonna be fucking dope as fuck. Like, how am I not already Pope? Oh my god! And you know who's gonna the weekend is gonna perform at the Salo for sure because that's cocaine music right there. I can't feel my face when I'm with you. He's a Pope now. He's Pope now. He's so young, he still gets erections. Naturally now. Every morning. It's gonna be great. We are every morning without warning. The Pope is strong. Mm, mm, mm. The Pope is young, the Pope is strong. Everyone else is got to fall in line with the Pope. Every got to fall in line with this Pope and do line with the Pope. It's gonna be great. So I'm gonna have just like skateboard and altar boys, fanny packs, cocaine, or something. There's a
You
dousing
mean
of
like a color war?
yeah,
Just throwing the packets?
pack like a fucking like color run, but they're like it's like I'm having skateboarding fucking Paul Revere motherfuckers spread the gospel, okay? And the
You
gospel
start doing that, everyone's gonna be Catholic. I'm not quite sure what Daddy Andy's talking about right now.
Mayonnaise?
There he is.
Yeah,
What is your plan?
the number one thing in Lent you cannot, and I repeat, cannot and must not give up is doggy style. Receiving or giving with men, with women, doesn't matter. Gay, whatever. Great, actually. I prefer it. It's awesome. It's cool. It's like hip. It's what all the kids are doing. Be gay, do doggy. If you're straight, you can do doggy too. But again, you cannot give up the doggy for Lent, okay? Lent is like you can't do anything uncool for Lent. You have to give up like something that means you're like, oh, I'm not gonna have chocolate. Fuck off of that shit. You're going to hell. If you give up chocolate for Lent, you're going fucking straight to hell. Okay. I know where the portal to hell opens up, okay? And it is in Nevada, okay? And I've been there, and it's not cool. It's not cool. And you're going there. You fucking give up chocolate, motherfucker. You are for land. Oh, I gave chocolate and a cake. We're gonna have a fucking Tootsie Roll, whatever. I'm being so good, I'm a good Catholic. You're a shit Catholic, and you're going to hell. Okay? Yeah, that's okay. I'm doing so good at this. I'm the best Pope
All
ever.
hail Easter Bunny Daddy.
Yeah. I'm walking around
Chocolate
like
Easter
Jesus,
Bunny Daddy.
bro. I think I'm gonna come back. Like this time is lit, dude. Papal times. Oh, the intro was just like so fucking lit, as the kids say. Lit. They were like fucking skateboarding and shit, and it's like they're like rolling on. Like, I'm in the top like fucking Saruman. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna like issue decrees. I'm gonna pound my staff in the ground like fucking like Saruman, like Skeletor, much like he's great villainous man, of which I will become a great villainous man, a man of greed, a man of faith, a man of lust. I mean, this is what I am. This is who I was born to be. Get ready for your new fucking Pope, Wendy.
All hail the cocaine silo Pope.